From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Wednesday, December 11th. Our first story this morning is a national one, but hits close to home with lots of scams that we encounter. In health news, researchers at the University of Southern California say vulnerability to financial scams could be an early indicator to spot early stages of Alzheimer's disease. Researchers found an association between money matters and a brain region called the entorhinal cortex. That region links parts of the brain critical for memory revival and judgment. Your second story, another lawsuit has been filed surrounding medical marijuana, looking to stop those two initiatives overwhelmingly approved by voters from becoming law. The request for an injunction was filed Tuesday by John Kewen, the former state senator behind the initial complaint alleging fraudulent signatures. Nebraskans for medical marijuana responding, saying in part, quote, under the 10th Amendment of the Constitution, states have the right to address the unique needs of their citizens without undue interference. Your third story, Dr. Paul Gosman spoke on his impending retirement in front of the Board of Education Tuesday, reiterating his desire to step away from the public eye and thanking his family. Gosman says he's proud of his work across 3 public school districts over the last 3 decades. LPS told us Monday 1011 would have the opportunity to speak with Gosman, but the superintendent said he would not be available for an interview. In an agreement signed with LPS this week, Gosman agreed to be reassigned to a non-superintendent administrator position within the school district starting December 27th. School district will pay him $83,000 of, quote, separation pay. Fourth story, also new this morning, Nebraska is getting more federal dollars to help strengthen rural infrastructure around the state. It's part of a nearly $6.3 billion worth of loans and grants. The money specifically is going to the villages of Swanton and Barnston, as well as the city of McCook and the Santee Sioux Nation. All of the money will be going towards either water or wastewater system improvements. And wrapping things up with your final story, 2 Nebraska football legends were inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. Huskers Frank Solich and Chadron State's Danny Woodhead were honored in a ceremony last night. 2 were part of the 2024 class of the sport's best players and coaches. Danny Woodhead is the first player from Chadron State to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and Solich is the 7th Husker coach in the Hall of Fame. That is your Morning Pulse for this Wednesday, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.